Hello and welcome to the NewsX Sunday Guardian Roundtable. Well, the Gujarat campaign is in full swing. So, there's going to be a 27-year-old anti-incumbency that the BJP is facing. Will Prime Minister Modi be able to overcome that? Or will the opposition be able to wrest straight away? Now, there are two parties trying to wrest straight away. That is, of course, the Aam Aadmi Party, which is running a very vigorous campaign led from the front by Arvind Kejriwal himself, and the Congress, which is running a silent campaign door to door with Rahul Gandhi, haven't yet made an appearance, though we are told he is going to be taking a break from his Bharat Jodo and addressing a few rallies over there. But until now, it's been a campaign without Rahul's presence. So it's been a campaign where we didn't see the usual narrative of Rahul versus Modi working out. But the Congress actually managed to raise some issues. However, because of the silent campaign, did the Aam Aadmi Party wrest the initiative? And now with the MCD polls in Delhi, what is Arvind Kejriwal going to do? We're going to be discussing all this with the special focus on the Gujarat campaign. Joining me is Ashutosh. He's the founding editor at satyahindi.com. There is Sandeep Ghosh. He's a political columnist and a commentator. And Rashid Kidwai, political columnist, commentator, journalist, and of course, author of 24 Akbar Road. So Rashid, this whole campaign, how do you see it happening from the Congress point of view? We've seen the optics of it with Rahul Gandhi staying out. And I believe the people from Gujarat have been deployed, from Rajasthan have been deployed in the state also, working door to door. Is that going to make a difference?
Priya, actually, to answer your question, we do not know in the sense that the outcome that determines everything. But yes, Congress has gone for a kind of strategic kind of retreat of sort. They're experimenting. Perhaps some people think experimenting too much. They have not. They've made a very conscious effort not to make it Modi versus Rahul Gandhi, or that Pakistan and Muslim and all kind of things. And they are working on ground. Sometimes there is also whispers that there is some kind of tacit understanding between rural and urban seats between Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. It appears to be very incredible because there is complete trust deficit between the Congress and the. Congress has realized that no matter how hard it tries, it's very difficult to win Gujarat. It's not. Congress thinks that it's not going to be a Mamata Banerjee leader or situation. How she dismantled bit by bit in Bengal, the way she managed to dismantle the left government there. So the Congress is trying to fight this election in a very contrasting style. Like in Hindi, they say, the Kachwa Khargosh ki race. So they are doing a Kachwa style. Whether they'll succeed or not, we do not know. But anything, I think, above 50, 60 seats, I think the Congress will have its honor in place, that without making it a high profile thing and all. You gave example of Rajasthan campaign and all. But last time it was drastically different in terms of resources, mobilization, the kind of leadership they had, everything had, it was like, a good A or A plus. But this time it's all, B, C, and D kind of scenarios there. So a very tough call for Congress. But I think it's voters, because if the voters are indeed fed up with the BJP, then you may have any kind of surprise.
But Ashutosh, what about the Aam Aadmi Party campaign? And I disagree a bit with Rashid in that, because the Congress had 77 seats last time. So they've actually, if they don't get that number, they're going to be throwing away an advantage also. But Ashutosh.
There is no doubt that Aam Aadmi Party has created inroads, and they are here to stay in Gujarat. What will the person in terms of seats? I'm not in a position to really count that, but yes, they will substantially increase their vote share, and the reason is that the people are unhappy with the BJP. They are not unhappy with the Modi. They are unhappy with the BJP. The local anti-incumbency is there. People are also a little worried that the Congress, come what may, can't defeat BJP. So those who are unhappy with the BJP marginally or substantially, and those who believe that the Congress cannot defeat BJP will certainly move towards Aam Aadmi Party. Though the opinion polls are talking about that Aam Aadmi Party might get something around 20% or more vote share in terms of seats. A few are predicting a very high number, which I do not subscribe. But yes, Aam Aadmi Party in terms of vote share will be something around will be remarkable from Aam Aadmi Party's point of view, considering and contextualizing in the sense that here is a political party for 10 years of experience, and it's already a major force to reckon with in Gujarat. That's something which is great achievement, even if they don't get more than 10 seats.
Satish, you are also an expert at brand, brand management, brand this thing. So, how do you see Kejriwal's brand really working out in terms of his national ambitions? How important is Gujarat to him, or is the Delhi MCD elections more important for brand Kejriwal? Sandeep.
No, I think nationally, Delhi, it's a very, strange dichotomy. If you see the national media, who or Delhi media, who ought to be focusing on MCD, they're talking much more about Gujarat when they're far more, that itself indicates, and they're not talking about MCD where there are lots of issues, and that is what will be the real metal of testing Kejriwal. And that shows that, since the media and the people look at it that way, what he does in Gujarat in terms of raising his profile. See, Kejriwal is very clearly trying to, unlike everybody else, Kejriwal is trying to raise his profile as a third alternative or any alternative to BJP. And to his credit, today, if you really look back, after all the muscle flexing and all the bravado talk of Trinamool, KCR, and Shiv Sena, everybody, who is the only party you will look at nationally with some semblance of a footprint? It is AP. That's why everybody is comparing Congress and AP, not just in Gujarat. You're talking about in every other state where AP goes to fight. And Kejriwal, therefore, is systematically raising his profile. And as I say, he's clever. He knows that 2024 is not his target. He has to go beyond. So he is the only person who's got that foresight. So, somewhere I think Kumi Kapoor wrote, or I forget whether Sheila wrote about it, whether it's true, saying that, in some meeting with Amit Shah, some BJP functionary said, no, we don't have to worry about AP, and Amit Shah kind of snubbed him. He says, you only look at this election, I look at, 10 years ahead. So for me, stopping AP on the tracks is far more important than doing off Congress. And Congress, though you didn't ask me, I think the biggest X factor negatively for Congress has been Amit Patel's demise. Last time, whatever was mobilized, it was Amit Patel, both physically in terms of finances, etc. Secondly, he had somebody like Gehlot camping there. Rahul Gandhi bought Sam Pitroda, that's a different issue. Gehlot was really hand-holding Rahul Gandhi everywhere from temples to... So those kind, and therefore, I think it has been, it just shows Congress's inconsistency or immaturity. Having got 77 seats, bringing BJP below 100, they should have built upon it by putting some leaders in place and working carefully for next 5 years. And this is what you'll find Kejriwal will do. Irrespective of whether he gets 20% or 15%, Kejriwal will try to build on Gujarat, because he knows Gujarat, even if he makes a minor dent on BJP, that is going to really... So Ashutosh is comparing Congress versus Congress's David and Goliath. It's really that David will be Kejriwal. In what I'm saying, perception point of view, may not be in actual seat numbers or even vote share numbers. Yeah.
That's what Kejriwal is good at, managing perceptions. Ashutosh, you wanted to come in, then I'll get Rashid in.
Yeah, no, I don't much disagree with Sandeep, but either two points which I want to make. First of all, Aam Aadmi Party does not believe in organization building. That has been their undoing, because the man believes that creating waves is much easier to win elections. And if you look at Punjab in 2017, they got they were the main opposition political party. But immediately after that, they were decimated in the municipal election. They were decimated into the parliament elections, and even in Punjab, just 6 months before they started doing campaigning. So even in Delhi, their organization is in complete shambles. It's complete shambles. So he doesn't believe it. The point number 2, which I want to make it, that Aam Aadmi Party's biggest problem is that they still struggle in the parliamentary election. Don't forget, he's projecting himself as a alternative to Narendra Modi. But the fact of the matter is, they do not have even a one seat in Lok Sabha. They failed to open their account in 2014 in Delhi, in 2019 in Delhi. And even in MCD election in 2017, when they had a 67 seat in the assembly, they got only 49, and the BJP got 181 seats. BJP got 36% vote share, and the Aam Aadmi Party got 26%. Congress got 21% vote share. So it looks like the phenomenon is all about Arvind Kejriwal. When Arvind Kejriwal is not there, then there is a serious problem even in Delhi. So this MCD election, if we talk about, will be basically a referendum about Aam Aadmi Party. Forget about Kejriwal.
Rashid, one is, of course, Kejriwal's national ambitions. How do you see them in the scope of opposition politics? And second, what Sandeep said about the last campaign where Gehlot was camping and the absence of Ahmed Patel. So I would really like your view on that point.
Yeah, so I think Priya, as far as Arvind Kejriwal is concerned, he's a kind of wishes for horses. Kejriwal is always a jockey. He wants to be in that role. He wants to try his luck everywhere, and shock and awe method. As I saw Mr. Amit Shah, taking a snipe at a news anchor in one of those TV shows recently. He says, "आप ही लोग उसमें ना हवा भरते हो, gas भरते हो." You prop up larger than life kind of characters. Mr. Kejriwal tries his luck. We must remember, of course, everyone can give example of Punjab, but in Punjab, last time around also in 2017 election, there was a lot of bravado was there. And finally, of course, they made it 5 years later, but that didn't happen in Haryana, that didn't happen in Goa and several other places. So he tries hard, he tries very hard, and he's trying to, replace the. See, the Congress story is very interesting. I think we can be very dismissive about it, but Rahul Gandhi is very careful for the better Congress. There is a new Congress president, Mr. Kharge. He has appointed his own kind of Congress president's office, coordinators, etc. So he's doing about that organizational role. Rahul Gandhi doesn't want to make Modi versus Rahul Gandhi thing in any of the state elections, that be it, Himachal or Gujarat or Karnataka or all those things. So he's kind of disengaged himself with the 9-10 elections that we have till 2024. Whether this will work or will not work, but I think Mr. Modi and the BJP slightly, even in Gujarat and outside Gujarat, is jittery about this fact that they do not have a kind of chewable opponent. Because every time they had this, they could just go on. Rahul has always been a very easy meet. This time the voter actually, I'm just saying that what are the ground reports we are getting in every seat of Gujarat, there are this thing about drainage system and this and that, Bijli Sadak Pani kind of thing, that's there, and those questions are being, raised. And remember, there's a very inexperienced chief minister. Mr. Modi is very good at shifting to goalpost. What did he say in Himachal? He said, don't look at the, MLA, don't look at the chief minister, vote for me. So he's making it that kind of presidential form of thing, and I think he's within his rights to do so in Gujarat. But it's a tough call. Overall, and that's what I'm saying. It's a very protected battle. I don't agree that numbers don't matter. That's why I see the 50 plus seats are going to be very important for the Congress just to be in contention as a a national party, as a respectable opposition and all. If they fall below that, then I think a lot of questions are going to be asked about Rahul Gandhi and Congress, and of course Himachal outcome. If they lose both Himachal and this, of course, MCD Congress is not in picture. I think Rahul's that kind of that build-up that's there in Bharat Jodo Yatra is all going to evaporate.
Two questions. In fact, Sandeep, one is that there is no whipping boy in this campaign. With Rahul staying away, the BJP doesn't have a whipping boy. If they haven't for some reason taken on Kejriwal because he's giving as good as he gets. I know Ashutosh may disagree. I'm going to ask him this also. But the second question is, will this be a referendum on the Bharat Jodo? So soon will Gujarat elections be, if Rahul enters Gujarat, will that be a referendum?
It may not be, or while BJP will try to make it so, and but Congress is coming up with these very strange statements. Like I wrote in a piece that day, Nidhi Razdan asked a Congress spokesperson, why did they lose the Telangana election? So this lady flummoxed her by saying, why Telangana? We even lost Karnataka. What's the big deal in it? This is not for, we had lost municipal elections there. This is nothing about votes, so you cannot really say that and get on. And Rahul Gandhi is giving enough fodder by talking in Maharashtra about projects going to Gujarat and other things. So that will keep on happening. But the ultimate test will be when you have these state elections. Rahul Gandhi, okay, he always goes, I think, by advisors or consultants who have told him now, you stay away, don't give Modi the, that fodder of you being there. Now, ultimately, if all these things, all these states they lose, or as many, if they lose a number of states, then, he will have to bear the brunt of it, whether he likes it or not. Because one hand, he is going on making all the statements. Where is Kharge? Anywhere in the picture. Is Rahul Gandhi making all the statements? So you can't really do that and get away without getting any of it on yourself. So that will happen, and I think he can't really get away from it. BJP will try to make it again, just like they made of Telangana, they made of, Karnataka losing municipal elections. They'll say that, this Bharat Joro is. And Congress's contradiction is, one hand they say is not elections. Next thing Jairam Ramesh says, see, Modi is nervous. He's traveling all over South State. That shows Bharat Joro is working. You have to be, clear about what's your positioning.
So, Ashutosh, two questions for you really. The Kejriwal campaign, whatever it is, he's been hogging the headlines until now, whether it is about Uniform Civil Code, this, that, or CA, this, that, and the other. He's been dominating the headlines in Gujarat. And secondly, of course, the Rahul Gandhi Yatra. Do we see the Yatra more as something for Rahul Gandhi rather than that's something that's working for the Congress party?
See, to answer the question, the question number one, see, we look at Aam Aadmi Party and we see all kinds of advertisement which is going on. I think let's not forget that Aam Aadmi Party has also learned few tricks from Mr. Narendra Modi. He is excellent in terms of media management. Excellent in terms of media management. And I can tell you from my own experience. In Delhi, if you talk to any local Hindi newspapers or the English newspapers, all the editors will shudder. They are so scared of him, and they will not publish any anti-Arvind Kejriwal story on the front page. Literally, the very next day, either the advertisement is withdrawn, or by some pretext, the assembly committee will call them and will haul them up. So it's a very excellent management in that sense. And after winning Punjab, I think they're also pumping a lot of money in terms of media management and controlling in that sense. So I think sometimes I feel that Mr. Narendra Modi is unnecessarily being blamed for. There are other players also who do the same thing, and they are even better in that sense. I will not name editors, but I can tell you, you talk to few of them off the record and you'll get to know what's happening in Delhi. Point number two. See, Rahul Gandhi, I think, has finally realized that if Congress party has to come on its feet, and if will ever be in a position to challenge Narendra Modi or BJP, then they have to think out of the box. And out of the box also involve the long-term planning and the short-term planning. If they keep concentrating on contesting elections, then they will lose. They might lose elections, but they might not gain anything. But in the long term, like what has been the biggest problem of the Congress party and the Rahul Gandhi, they have been discredited. And it discredited beyond recognition. The Congress is also discredited beyond recognition. So first of all, they have to get the mojo of the Congress back. And after this Bharat Jodo Yatra for the last 2 months, I have been talking to harshest critique of Rahul Gandhi, who have been liberal left. Even they have reconciled to the fact, no, at least he's doing something, he's working hard, at least his heart is at the right place. So I think there is a perception change about Rahul Gandhi. There's a perception change about the Congress party that they are doing something and they are the only force which is fighting and we can rely on to fight in a fight with Mr. Narendra Modi. But whether this will convert into votes, I'm not very sure. Anyway, Rahul Gandhi is also not sure because Rashid Bhai must know more than me. If Congress can get its brand equity back, Congress could get its credibility back. That will be a bigger problem for the BJP in the long run, may not be in the short term. So if but yes, I agree with Rashid Bhai completely that if they lose Himachal Pradesh and they are third force into the Gujarat, then it's a disaster. Because finally, something has to be on the platter. You can't just keep on talking about the moral things, and there is nothing on the platter. So, what information I have, that at least Himachal Pradesh, they are comfortable. Gujarat, they are in trouble. Whether, how much in trouble, I do not know, frankly speaking. But yes, Bharat Jodo Yatra is a good thing, out of the box thinking, and it shows that the Congress is willing to make amends to its mistakes.
Actually, the way, I don't know, I agree with Ashutosh. Himachal, the BJP doesn't have a smooth sailing, but I think Himachal, the BJP is losing the election rather than the Congress is winning. Congress is
Priya, I will not comment on that for the simple reason, because if you look at these exit polls and opinion polls in 2012 Punjab, almost all the opinion polls said that the Congress is winning and the Shiromani Akali Dal is losing. For the simple reason, because PPP, or People's Party of Punjab, who's defected from a part of the Punjab, a part of the Akali Dal, they formed a third party. And everybody thought that there will be vote cut and the Congress will have a smooth sailing. But what happened? It is finally with the Akali Dal won with the 56 seats and the Congress got 46 seats. And I still remember India today has given 69 seats to the Congress and only 40 seats to Shiromani Akali Dal, the BJP. So prediction, somebody like me, I will not do that. But yes, I am told that the Himachal Pradesh Congress is comfortable. Whether they win or not, that's something which I can't tell.
Fair enough. But Rashid, again, back to the issue that you had raised, how much of accountability should one give Rahul Gandhi? Because he is making it very clear that I'm totally out of this electoral politics. He's coming to Gujarat only as a campaigner, not as a manager, not as a strategist, nothing beyond that. So, in that sense, how do you see this?
So that's why I'm saying, Priya, that large number of media, all of us are missing what's going on in the Congress. In the Congress, there is a kind of war of attrition is also going on. Rahul Gandhi has made it very clear. It may sound very incredible to a person like Mr. Sandeep Ghosh that the Congress. See, the Gandhis are telling the Congress to stand up on its own feet and do whatever, take failure, make effort, try to do whatever they want to do, experiment, and come up with something. Just don't be dependent and looking up to Tangent Path at all. I mean, if you look at today, you see Sonia Gandhi's nowhere picture. Of course, Priyanka Gandhi did pitch in a great way in Himachal. That's what I'm saying. Outcome Himachal, and Rahul Gandhi is largely very indifferent upon how the election is being fought in Gujarat. So this is the new situation, and of course, if the Congress has to rebuild and come up, then they will have to, have electorally sound in not only in Himachal but also parts in Gujarat or maybe in MCD election, etc. So this is a very tough thing, and I think before Congress emerges stronger, it will become weaker. Now, how you deal with that kind of situation is a Congress headache which we'll get to see in February, March, and all, and therefore I don't rule out a kind of split in the Congress also before 2024, because if this kind of thing keeps happening, then some people would obviously, form a breakaway group, etc. So there's a lot of churning is taking place in the Congress, and we are outside the Congress party. We are not getting a feel of it.
Quick off the syllabus question: what about Rajasthan, Rashid? What have you heard in between the pilot and the Gehlot camps?
Precisely. So whatever the wish of the High Command or Priyanka Gandhi's promise, none of it has been delivered. And Mr. Kharge is just he's in a Narasimha Rao mold, politically speaking, whether inaction is action in itself. So it's masterly inequity that's taking place. So there are a lot of wrongs are happening, and therefore I'm saying in the Congress internally people are not very happy.
So do you see the Congress splitting as Rashid is fearing?
I think that time is over. It was if it had to happen, it had to happen after 2019 elections, and because if you look at the Congress party's Rahul Gandhi's popularity, I think Congress party Rahul Gandhi has gained a lot of ground in the last few months. And I was just looking at the numbers which the C voter has done, and in 2019 January, if Rahul Gandhi's was something around 69% within the Congress party itself, then it nosedived after the 2019 election, and there was a gap of almost 30% vote, 30%, something like that. But after the Bharat Jodo, it has improved. See, the fact of the matter is, I agree with Rashid Bhai on certain point that the Congress party, the senior Congress leaders are very unhappy, and the reason for that, because they are all have lived and grown up with power. There is no power today, and then everybody has to struggle. And if struggle is not in their DNA, so obviously few of them might leave. But whether the split will happen, I do not see that that's happening. And for the simple reason, because 2019 was the lowest point in the Congress history. If it did not happen then it will not happen now. Yes, if after 2024, if the Congress goes to 20 seats, then the God only can save.
Sandeep, God of branding, tell us if the Congress goes lower, do you expect the Congress tally to be better or worse in 2024? Given that Rahul has now, finally shown up and started doing the Bharat Jodo. And second is a lighter question. I want you to compare the two beards of Rahul Gandhi doing a Narendra Modi look. Which one is working better? At least he seems to be working with the public, Rahul.
So Rahul has got more glamour appeal. He ought to have, but it's like, I think you're not comparing apples with oranges. You're Our friend Sanjay Jha commented about Sashi Tharoor speaking without teleprompters. Now, what the hell? Sashi Tharoor, if he doesn't speak, having been trained, schooled in St. Xavier's, St. Stephen's, Oxford, having worked in the UN for so many years, if he doesn't speak good English, it's almost like my father used to joke about some guy from Calcutta went to England and came back. Oh, the Englishman's son speaks such good English. It's like comparing that. So Rahul Gandhi has the glamour appeal, and especially among the elite. So they will lap it up. And the way one thing Congress, Bharat Joro Yatra, I was going to say Congress Joro Yatra, they are, the PR aspect they're managing very well. I was initially skeptical of this Teen Bandar agency whom they've appointed. It's called Teen Bandar, I'm not joking. They've appointed, and they are, I think, obviously they've taken a crew of photographers, taking all those shots, in the rain, holding the mashal and with the beard and all that. So they're trying to package it very well. How far that will work actually in terms of elections is a second question. Because again, Congress, if you see, and Rashid can correct me if I'm wrong, always now today, who's the second most important person in Congress? Not Kanhaiya Kumar. As somebody mentioned, is Jairam Ramesh. You see Jairam Ramesh holding fort, and even Digvijay Singh crouching behind him, and are doing so. He has been projected in front, and any of these people who do not have an electoral base, when they start calling the shot, that's when you alienate all the other people. Others are trying to show loyalty by gathering, funds, resources, and putting up a show. Now, Sachin Pilot will have to do it to prove his credentials in Rajasthan. If Gehlot really doesn't back it up, Sachin Pilot will try to prove that, I have the ground cloud. All that is happening. But ultimately, how much of that really, will gain traction is the point. Because these people who are getting alienated, are they going to be inclusively brought in? I see Khadge is right now looking just like you're saying everything else. He's looking at Karnataka, where he has got some hold. If he can deliver Karnataka, he will take some credit for it. Other than that, nationally, he's just being taken tokenly to Himachal so that it doesn't work. They'll say Khadge campaign, not Priyanka Gandhi campaign.
So he's the face saver. Rashid, you want a last quick word on Rahul's bearded look? Do you advise him to stay with it?
I think what Mr. Ghosh said about that spin doctors and Teen Bandar, etc. All these things have a limitation. And real problem with Rahul Gandhi is over reliance on this civil society people. I don't want to name them, but we all know. So they give that they're very intoxicating. The kind of picture they build, the kind of the pan Indian appeal you have, etc. And it's nothing. वो बिल्कुल होता चना होता है, and that's very painful for a politician when you fall flat, when your own people start mocking you, you don't know where to look at. And this, the jhole walas will, go away with their jholas, and the Rahul Gandhi would left high and dry.
Yeah, one point
but with a fakir look.
I forgot to mention one point, about Bharat Joro Yatra. Again, this is the business man in me coming the hat. Obviously, a lot of investment is going in behind Congress. So somewhere, some people are seeing Congress as a horse to back, rather than, it's humongous investment which is going in, and that cannot be just by local mobilization. I don't want to speculate on that. That shows that they are getting some amount of backing, who also recognize, and that backing is for Gandhi.
Share market is being seen as a viable option, which will not be too bad.
But that investment, if compared to BJP, will be peanuts. That's again a reality. And about this Jairam Ramesh, I think the one smart thing the Congress has done is appointing Jairam Ramesh, Pawan Kheda and Supriya Srinath. All three had done good work in social media campaign and the media management. And in fact, they have become very hawkish. And if any TV channel does something rubbish, immediately they get a notice, immediately they get a letter, and a few of them had apologized also. Yeah. So I think this is something which the Congress were lacking. If they are doing it, that means there is some method appearing into the Congress.
On that note, we're really out of time. So thank you all for this conversation. Maybe another one on the Congress's media campaign we can follow soon. But that's it. Thank you so much for this, and thank you for watching the show.
Thanks.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.